Welcome to the Elite Athlete Podcast. I am Dr. Nicole Tatro, and I'm here to help you unleash your peak performance and dominate your sport with fierce confidence and unstoppable energy. Whether you're a high-level athlete, a dedicated parent, a coach, or an agent, this podcast is for you. Get ready for ultimate strategies, expert insights, and cutting-edge tips that will take your game to the next level. We'll also cover personalized blood work analysis to provide unique insights that can transform your performance. We'll explore personalized health, optimized nutrition, and powerful recovery techniques. Whether you're on the ice, the field, or in the gym, together, we'll unlock your true potential and make your athletic dreams a reality. Let's do this, because greatness is within you, and it's time to unleash it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Elite Athlete Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Nicole Tatro, and today we're diving into an essential topic for any high-level athlete, knowing your numbers. If you caught our last episode, you'll remember we talked about the importance of testing, not guessing, when it comes to understanding what's really going on inside your body. Well, today we're taking that a step further and discussing my favorite lab markers that every elite athlete should be testing for optimal performance. So, let's get into it. This is going to be an informative episode, but I promise I'll keep it straightforward and easy to understand. So, stick with me. First off, let's talk about why these lab markers matter. As an athlete, you're constantly pushing your body to its limits, training hard, competing often, and striving for that next level. But how do you know if your body is truly operating at its peak? Without the right data, it's just guesswork. And guesswork can lead to poor performance, burnout, or worse. How about an injury? Nobody wants that. Testing these markers regularly helps you understand what's going on under the hood. It's like getting a snapshot of your internal engine. You want to make sure everything's running smoothly. That's why it's crucial to get these tests done. Now, let's dive into the specific markers you should be keeping an eye on. These are my personal favorites to look at when working with high-level athletes. I assess them through a functional medicine lens, which means I'm looking at a much smaller range than what you might get back from the lab or even the hospital. But don't worry, I won't get into the specifics of desired ranges today. That's a topic for another episode. For now, let's just focus on why these markers are so important for our athletes. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential for bone health, immune function, and overall energy levels. Low levels can lead to fatigue, weakened immunity, and even bone injuries, things no athlete wants to deal with. This marker is critical for ensuring your body is primed for peak performance. Let's move on to iron and ferritin. Iron is crucial for oxygen transport in the blood. Low iron or ferritin levels can lead to fatigue, reduced endurance, and impaired muscle function. This is especially important for female athletes who are more prone to iron deficiency. I also like getting a thyroid panel. Your thyroid hormones regulate metabolism, energy levels, and even your mood. If your thyroid isn't functioning properly, it can lead to weight gain, fatigue, and slower recovery times. With a functional approach, I look at TSH, free T3, reverse T3, and free T4 just to get us started. This gets us a comprehensive picture of thyroid health. Next, I like to look at CRP, which is C-reactive protein. This is a marker for inflammation. But here's the thing, inflammation itself isn't the problem. We can't just blame it. It's the result of something else going on in the body. That's why this marker is so important. It gives us a clue that something is wrong, but we need the other markers to figure out the root cause. Inflammation can slow down your recovery, increase injury risk, and decrease your ability to perform. So understanding what's causing this is crucial. Another one of my favorites, AST and ALT. These are liver markers. These enzymes are crucial indicators of liver health. Elevated levels of AST, which is aspartate aminotransferase, and ALT, alanine aminotransferase, can signal liver stress or damage, which is particularly important to monitor in athletes due to their high protein diets and intense physical demands. Keeping your liver healthy is key to efficient metabolism and recovery. Next, I want to discuss the CBC with differential, and you know I've brought this up in other episodes. This is my absolute favorite test. It's like gold. A complete blood count with differential is fundamental for looking at your overall health by examining your red blood cells, your white blood cells, the hemoglobin, the hematocrit, and the platelets. When we break it down with the differential, it can give us super helpful clues as to what's going on underneath the surface. Are there infections? And if so, are they viral or bacterial? That's what the neutrophils, the lymphocytes, the monocytes, the eosinophils, and the basophils will tell us. It also could tell us, is there some sort of autoimmune flare going on? There's so much value in this simple yet powerful test. So make sure if you're getting a blood test, you ask for the CBC with differential. Sometimes they just say with diff. So next, let's talk about total protein and albumin. Those are key indicators of overall nutritional status and can help assess liver and kidney function. Low levels of these proteins can suggest poor nutrient absorption or digestive issues, which are crucial for athletes who need to be in top shape all of the time. Another few markers, the Ag ratio and globulin, these are leaky gut markers. These markers are important for assessing all gut health. An abnormal albumin globulin, which is Ag ratio, or the abnormal levels of globulin can indicate issues like leaky gut, where the gut lining becomes too permeable. It's almost like it wears so thin that things come in and out when they're not supposed to. This itself can lead to chronic inflammation, immune system dysfunction, and decreased performance. Gut health is critical for nutrient absorption and overall well-being, making these markers vital for our athletes. Another set of markers that I love looking at is your blood glucose and your A1C. So keeping an eye on your blood glucose and A1C helps manage your energy and performance. Imbalances can lead to energy crashes, weight gain, and an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. For athletes, maintaining stable blood sugar is crucial for sustained energy during training and competition. So, moving on to electrolytes, this is key for all of my athletes. Electrolyte levels like sodium, potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, for example, these are critical for muscle function, nerve function, and hydration. Imbalances here can lead to cramps, weakness, and poor performance, especially in endurance athletes. Phosphorus in particular is essential for energy production and bone health. Very important to know these numbers. Another really good one is the lipid panel, okay? More commonly known as cholesterol, like your LDL, HDL, your triglycerides. These are common words, common names for tests, and I'm not getting into it during this episode, but I feel like there's been some fear around this. When we think of the lipid panel, we often think heart health, right? But it's so much more than that. Cholesterol is essential for a healthy body. We need it for almost everything. It's needed for hormone production, and it plays a role in a cascade of events that affect your entire system. In fact, we might actually need more cholesterol in our athletes, along with more healthy fats to support optimal performance. This is huge, and I love looking at these numbers. So when you're getting the blood test, make sure you have a lipid panel in there. Couple of things to think about. If you really want to take it up a notch, we can consider adding hormone testing. This includes markers like, for example, cortisol and other hormones that play crucial roles in energy levels, stress response, and recovery. If an individual athlete has specific hormonal concerns, we can certainly add hormone testing to get more valuable information and add those pieces to the puzzle. But if you don't have this testing done already, don't freak out. We can take it one step at a time. If you already have this info, great. If not, we'll have enough to work with everything I discussed already to give you a great start to your healing journey and optimizing your athletic performance. So let's talk about next steps, right? Once you've got your lab results, what do you do next? This is where a blood work analysis comes in. Understanding these numbers on your own can be overwhelming. I look at the numbers in a smaller, more functional range, which can give us a more overall approach to everything. It gives us very important information and even prevents things from happening later on. Working with a professional who can guide you is key here. As you know, I offer convenient virtual blood work analysis sessions where we dive into your specific results and create a personalized plan to address any imbalances you might have. We fill those gaps. We look for trends. Whether that's tweaking your nutrition, adding in specific supplements, or adjusting your training program, we'll make sure you're on the right track for you. Remember, we're not just looking for what's within the normal range. For high-level athletes, we want everything to be optimal. That's why I shrink my range into a functional range. There's a difference, and it can be the difference between good and great performance. Also, if you need help getting these labs done, I've got you covered. I have relationships with some great lab companies that can help you get the tests you need, and you can get your blood drawn right near you. Another option is to reach out to your physician or your athlete's pediatrician to see if they can order these labs for you. It is important to be an advocate for yourself or for your athlete to get these done. If you listen to prior episodes, you know that I actually had some issues with this and had to be an advocate for my own athletes. So it can be done. All right, so that's it for today's episode. I hope you found this breakdown of key lab markers helpful. If you're ready to stop guessing and start testing, I'm here to help. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or if you're interested in setting up a blood work analysis session. We'll make sure you get the labs you need no matter where you are. We gotta love technology here. And who knows, maybe sometime in the future we can get into the numbers I'd like to see on these lab markers. But don't hold me accountable for the next episode just yet. I always bring you whatever information comes to mind. I want you to be the most informed that you can be. But thank you for tuning in to the Elite Athlete Podcast. Stay strong, stay focused, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Elite Athlete Podcast. I'm Dr. Nicole Tatro, and I hope you found today's episode inspiring and empowering. If you're ready to take your performance to the next level, don't miss out on my free instant access 3-day workshop series, Elevate Your Game and Dominate Your Sport. In this workshop, you'll discover natural recovery secrets, blood work insights, and the truth about supplements to help you achieve peak performance. Sign up for instant access today and start your journey to becoming the elite athlete you're destined to be. Visit the link in the show notes and join now. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review and share it with fellow athletes, parents, coaches, and agents. Your support helps us spread the word and elevate the game for many more athletes just like you. Remember, you have the power to achieve greatness. Let's do this together. Until next time, keep pushing your limits and stay unstoppable.